Fine liquors and the scent of tobacco fill this parlor of scum and villainy within the lower levels of the Crow's flight. A black-clad figure boasting a katana at his hip cuts through the sea of tables and seedy figures, toting a small burlap sack at his side as the sound of jazz fills this hazy interior. As the figure begins to walk up on a booth in the back of the chamber, a human man, refined as he is rugged, pockets a small pouch of gold slid to him from across the table. "Pleasure doing business with you," he utters smoothly. As the client begins to abscond from the booth, the black-clad individual enters just outside of the man's periphery, plopping the burlap sack onto the table. "Bloody 12 fucking piss on me, Jet. What is this?" "Extra security. Make sure you're taking care of her people. Consider it a favor, Hound." "Yeah? How you think? Someone trying to off me, think he could just bring me some thug's head? No, I owe you my firstborn son." The bag shakes violently as a series of 4 long legs with needle-like hairs erupt from the sack's interior. The man in the booth nearly climbs over the back in a startle. "Steaming fucking peaches!" Just as the form in the sack begins to scuttle across the table towards the man, a black Tonto slams down, piercing the sack and the contents, embedding its tip in the wood of the table. The legs squirm desperately for a few moments before coming to rest. The blade is withdrawn, taking with it a streak of fine liquid silver. The contents of the sack begin to leak more and more across the tabletop. Someone who knows your secret. Biter under your bed. There's a long, awkward pause before the man slowly looks up to Jet. "You into my bedroom, mate?" Jet takes the Tonto and gives it a stark flick, flinging a series of silver droplets onto the man's face. Instinctually, it begins to sizzle and burn like oil in a pan. The man immediately begins to wipe away at his face with his sleeve. "Fuck the hell, shit! Matriarch has done you a service, Arduin, and the Hollow doesn't forget." Arduin is still checking his face as Jet speaks. "Right. Oh, fuck. Yeah, right. Tell the matriarch I'm grateful. Damn right you're grateful. And tell the matriarch that I owe her one, alright? Pleasure doing business, Hound." Jet nods before turning and walking away sternly. Arduin looks at the bleeding sack on the table, one of the legs still faintly twitching. "Yeah, pleasure's all fucking mine, mate." Guys, gals, and non-binary pals, hello and welcome back. It is Sunday. You know what that means. We are back in the city of Blackwall with another episode of Dummies and Disasters presents Sins of the Blood. I'm your humble dumble master for the evening, the one and only Pudding Pastry, the Farting Tart, joined by my crew of 6 intrepid souls. Say hello, intrepid souls.
Hello, intrepid souls.
Hello, intrepid souls.
Hello, intrepid souls. I didn't get to my mute button in time.
Ha! Loser. No, just kidding.
Hello, intrepid souls.
Fuck Nugget. No, we love you.
Whoa!
Whoa!
No, my dog!
Sorry.
I was gonna say, how the fuck dare?
Welcome on back, everyone. It has been a couple weeks. I have been freed from the Uno dimension for the time being. So, We are back once again, and my friends, back we shall. Back into the city of Blackwall and back down into the scum and villainy-filled den of Vyra's Hollow and the Crow's Flight. We are currently missing one individual. J. Frost is on the way. I assume he said he would be in a minute, and it's been about 15. So
To be fair, he is probably in the baby dimension.
More than
Probably.
No, the baby dimension.
all I'm saying is that I would have appreciated a heads up, but that's neither here nor there. We're going to go ahead and get started, and he will join us when he is available. So, my friends, go ahead and roll me your test rolls for the evening.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
Oh, look at it!
Let's go, Pack!
There we
Let's
go. That's
go!
2 of them. Holy!
Let's go, Pack! Honestly, that tracks.
Alrighty. I believe last session Joe also
Oh.
got a nat 20 on the test rolls. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I did not.
Somebody did. I don't remember. But
It
regardless.
was J. Frost.
Oh.
The other show.
Yes,
Wrong Joe.
yes. Alrighty. Alrighty. Well, my friends, let me actually do a different song. We'll do good old Dirt Mouth.
Dirt move.
Alrighty, so as we get back into the session for today, why don't we get a little bit of a recap as to the events that occurred here a few weeks ago. Also, because I don't think I said it out loud, so I'm going to say it now. Pact, Simri, Bun, Joe, please take your inspiration.
Yes.
But if I could have someone or someone's go ahead and regale us with the event of what happened a couple weeks ago.
Do we want to do this together, y'all? Because it's been a while.
I recommend it, but you do as you see fit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck. You're so right.
We
Oh, wait,
can-
no, I did post my notes.
We can do it together. I'll lead off. So after our venture to the pits, while most of us were concentrating on Pact's match, Simri and Q had other endeavors. Specifically, Q had to contact an old, in heavy quotation marks, friend, a rather large tabaxi by the name of Paulo, who was eager to repay it, as well as the favor that he owed what we would come to be known as Vyra, sending Q off ahead of Simri and providing Simri a passphrase in order to approach the main center point and lair of Vyra's in the hollow. Tag.
Sorry, was typing. You stopped right at actually entering Vyra's Hollow, correct?
I stopped at you returning to the group before making our way to... Yeah.
Well, it was real fun.
Crow's
After returning back to the group and informing everyone of the shenanigans you put me through, I mentioned that we had to
The fucking
make our way
audacity, might I add.
make our way to the Crow's Flight, but first we stopped at the... It was not... I always forget his name. I always forget the name of his actual position, because my brain is just like, yeah, that's where Pact goes. I don't have to remember anything. We informed one of the workers for the pit that...
The bookie.
At least we tried to. The bookie, yes. We tried to inform the bookie of a poisoning. However, of course, we did not have the evidence for the poisoning happening, just that the poisoning was in someone's system. It just only happened after the fight they were just in, but whatever. So that's another thing on our list that we have to do. After informing the bookie of that and slowly making a plan to gather more evidence on someone, we started to make our way back out towards the crow's flight, and the alleyway, the walk there was suspiciously empty. There's literally no one there. Simri was just there maybe 10-20 minutes ago. And as we all suspected, there was an ambush, but not just any normal ambush. About 8 fire methods or so, give or take. And a fire cat. And we were just like, oh, okay. This is fine. We can handle fire methods. We did. We certainly did.
You all
Copper
did. I did not.
Copper, with a great use of Windwall, almost killed himself. Took like 5 hellish rebukes back to back. So that was real fun. But we did win.
Yeah,
taking
Copper
out
did
all the
almost die.
Yeah, taking out all the methods, and we learned that really all we had to do was pet the cat.
Danger pets.
Danger pets. The cat is still a fire cat, which Bulk did do for us. Thank you, buddy. And that allowed us to make our way all the way to the crow's flight to talk to Vyra after, watching the cat disappear somewhere else. It was very fun. And as we walked through the significantly fancier hallway than the hallway to Apollo's, we walked in to see a very slightly distressed Q, bound, I say slightly wet, probably soaked to the bone. Not so happy. Pass. I throw it to someone else.
As the hot potato lands unceremoniously in the floor.
No, my potato! Fine, I'll call it somebody. Joe.
Sorry, I was trying to coordinate your ending with where my notes are.
That's okay.
You said we just entered Vyra's place, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, the crow's flight.
The crow's
Close,
flight.
right.
There we are. We get led into the crow's flight. Semri recognizing the sword of Jet the Black Blade, and as we are introduced to Vyra Chiron, at least according to Vyra, she also thinks that Fia is planning on assassinating Lord Novak. Apparently, she also mentions Fia aims to marry the head of the Archangels, Azrael, at the end of the month. Vyra also goes into detail about what she knows about Ajana and how she also knows that we are currently in custody of her. And we accept. She proposes a deal that we reluctantly accept, but we are tasked with capturing or killing Fia Namune.
Okay. Small clarification, but everything else was great. The current suspicion per Vyra is that Fia is engaged to Azrael's son, the prince of the Archangels.
I need to change that.
But otherwise, the three of you may go ahead and take another point of inspiration. Two of you, your second point of the evening. Perhaps not go last. But
I donate my inspo to River.
Okay. Perfect.
Thank you.
Alrighty. So, as we kind of get back into things, also hello, J Frost.
Hello.
As we get back into things, we are back we are down in the depths of Vyra's Hollow. It is the evening hours of the 24th of Wintercrest. You guys are in the Crow's Flight in the sort of what used to be the captain's quarters of this large trade ship down here, the Crow's Flight. Now, having been made into this almost like rudimentary, like, not skyscraper, but like large standing building in the middle of what is essentially a shanty town down here.
He lives in what would be a penthouse, huh?
Kinda. But as you guys are discussing, Vyra gestures for Jet to go over to Q, and Jet begins to, taking out a black Tonto, begins to cut the ropes and things binding Q together, and it goes, oh, fuck, Jesus. No, I'm done, Q. You did learn from me after all, just a little bit of fun. Yeah, I remember your idea of fun. I still remember the hazings. Oh, fondly, I would hope, Quail. Oh, by the 12, you're using my full name now.
I'm going to need that one in writing for purposes later, if you don't mind.
Quail,
Is
like
that-
the bird.
Is that a wisdom check to not burst out in laughter?
Sure.
Or I guess
Can
a wisdom
anyone?
saving throw?
What was the question? I'm sorry, I dissociated.
The question was to
Simri's
me.
currently... Simri's currently trying not to burst out laughing, and I was just asking. I should have asked check or saving throw. Which one would you prefer?
It would be a save. If you're trying to prevent the laughter, save. DC 10.
Okay, Simri's holding it together.
You're able to
The
hold back
natural 20.
any semblance of even a snicker or a chuckle. So, your goal is to infiltrate the wedding, find your mark, and get her out before shit hits the fan. To that end, who here is familiar with Blackwall University? Go Ghosts. I need a history check from everyone.
Yippee.
Go ghosts.
Go ghosts. I'm going ghost. 11. Good.
The
Thirteen.
Blackwall University Ghosts.
Mine went on a fucking journey. 13.
Nat 20 for a 24.
25.
Yeah. Honestly, this tracks.
Lath just got here, and already he knows about the freaking
He's got some ghost
allegiance
merch
system.
at his room.
Simri, I'm actually going to give you advantage on this check for one very specific reason, which we'll get into here in just a minute.
Okay. Not better. 11.
Damn, that's unfortunate. So everyone except Simri, which is really impressive, honestly. Simri, unfortunately, you failed the check by 1. Well,
No.
you do have a soft pass in that you have the general knowledge of Blackwall University is the primary establishment for learning in Blackwall.
Yeah.
That's all you get. The rest of
That's
you,
all I get. Ew, school.
the rest of you, alongside that, it being the primary establishment for learning in Blackwall, the university is not located in the city itself. It's located about 15 minutes due west by foot, nestled comfortably alongside the glimmering seas of the Emerald Coast. Mages College, fine arts, every subject one can think of. It is the Emerald Coast's crown jewel of education. Short of Reichenberg, but Reichenberg is technically not on the Emerald Coast. Continuing on, getting into a bit of the higher checks. Anyone who got a 16 or above, so Lath, who I'm pretty sure has a pamphlet with that natural 20.
He pulls it out.
Yeah. Solomon and Copper. Blackwall University was originally built with the purpose of becoming a castle to serve the ruling Lord Duke Xavius Dwen in the First Age. and I will give that name to y'all, Lord Duke Xavius Dwen. But construction was halted and repurposed after Lord Dwen was succeeded by his daughter, Lady Cretia Dwen, after her father fell ill. Again, spelling on that. Lady Cretia was the finest bard in Blackwell, and with her reputation was hesitant to take her father's place, but she came to be a bit of a benevolent figurehead for Blackwell. Thus, she thought it'd be best to give the people a place for finer learning, rather than giving the city essentially a status symbol. Thus, the building was repurposed. Now, y'all, the three of you also passed the highest DC related to this. It is also well known in the Blackwall underworld that the university is a bit of a mecca for Archangel operations. Some would even call it the Archangel's primary HQ. The Blackwatch has been quietly trying to raid it for years so that way they may arrest Zarael. But due to the way the campus is built, it's practically a fortress, and the Blackwatch dare not risk the lives of the student body. Thus, the Cold War continues.
Hey, Tart.
Yes.
You mean Azrael, right?
What did I say?
You said Zarael.
Zarael.
Did I say Zarael? Sorry.
Yeah.
What day is it? It's not Tuesday. Yes, Azrael is what I meant.
No, honestly, it's close enough. You can spell Zarael with Azrael, so.
The worst part is that I have it written as Azrael in my book, or in my notes, and I still said Azrael.
He's at Tuesday yet. Calm
Hey,
down.
check out Death to Zarael every other Tuesday. Gonna be this Wednesday, actually. A little bit of a change of pace.
Yes.
We're doing a little bit of a
Wednesday.
makeup session because we missed this past week. But that is the result of the history check you get. Thus, the question, kind of circling back to it, who here is familiar with Blackwall University? Go Ghosts.
Balk and Pack just look at each other.
Pack shrugs. Nothing but the name.
Balk shrugs.
Familiar with their academia studies and the fact that no one dare harm the student body because of this little Cold War spat.
Not public knowledge, but you would be correct, yes. Well, the best kept, the worst kept secret in all of Blackwall, and yet, students still seek to enroll.
To be fair, what other alternatives do they have?
My point exactly. Not many places to go for a finer education here in Blackwall, and, well, again, the inner workings, its connections to the Archangels is not exactly public knowledge, but here we are talking about it. I feel like a couple glances kind of drift over to Q given its connections to the Archangels.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone who would give a glance over to Q, he'd go, "Hey, don't fucking look at me. I've never been inside the university. That place is off limits for anyone who ain't a big shot like Drax and Azrael." I went
Didn't
there.
realize y'all needed students to get things done.
They don't. You could say that they are an insurance policy. Blackwatch don't touch the building. Students get to learn with no problems.
This just sounds like a hostage situation under a different name.
That's how the Blackwatch surely sees it. But the students are not why you're going in. At the end of the month, the university has a bit of, well, it's going to be shut down for a couple days to officially do some renovations. Now, we all know better. They're going to be hosting a wedding. The wedding is sought to be on the college campus, with Azrael, his finest lieutenants, and inner circle there, as well as, well, as you can imagine, his son, the groom, and then the bride, your target. The Archangels take the security of the university very seriously. They know everyone who goes in and out, students or otherwise. Thus, getting you in is going to prove challenging, to say the least, but lucky for you, I know people. And she is going to start going behind the desk, and she's going to start scribing something down on a piece of paper. If any of you have questions for each other or her in this moment, now is a good time for it.
As we
Not that I want to ask right now. Go ahead.
is the sorry. As we are thinking of how to get us in, it's going to be difficult to bring the bride out, I would imagine. Is there going to be a middle ground, or are we going to bring her right to here?
Here, if possible, but as you said, that will likely prove rather difficult. I would suggest you coming up with a bit of a staging ground, a place to lay low in the event that things don't quite go your way. And as she finishes up this little, almost like note she's writing, she folds it up, pops it in an envelope, and gives it a stamp. She slides it over to the end of the table for whoever would take it. Take this downstairs and give it to the Hound. He owes me a favor. He'll find you a way inside. Jet will take you to... Simmery's taking it. Jet will take you to him, won't you, Jet? To which Jet, the black-clad figure standing in the room, Vyra's enforcer, he kind of puts his arm up across his chest. It'll be done, matriarch. Now, before we continue, I need Copper and Simmery to make me history checks, please.
Yippee, something I'm very totally good at. Oh, natural 20. Okay. Okay.
You take it over for me. I'm not here. I'm taking on infiltration at the moment.
Yeah.
Simmery,
Simri's looking at the letter right now.
Simmery, you are familiar with the individual referred to as the Hound, otherwise known as Odwin Alvarado, sorry. I'm going to give that to you here in the Whom's chat. Odwin Alvarado. He is one of the brokers here in Vyra's Hollow. With that check, you've probably done a job for him at some point.
Yeah. Oh, it's close. One letter off.
Odwin Alvarado.
E instead of an I.
I haven't heard that one before.
The Hound doesn't like to...
No.
The Hound doesn't like to leave the Hollow very often, so...
I've met him once or twice.
Double dipping on me. He's got a grin. He's not serious at all.
Yeah.
Does anyone
Simri just shrugs. Like, what can I do?
Does anyone else have anything here for Vyra before you guys are taken to see the Hound?
Are there any merchants down here?
Is that a question for me or for Vyra?
Vyra. Recommended merchants.
Oh, if you're looking to get your hands on some gear, likely the Hound will be able to accommodate you, but there's a little bit of everything flowing through the lower levels of the Crow's flight, so I'd suggest maybe making some friends. Oh, and let me real quick, and she is going to reach into her desk, and she is going to give you all what appear to be 6 coins, one for each of you, and they're made of like a faux obsidian material. And on the back, they have what appears to be, appropriately enough, the icon of a crow. As you all are now officially associates, or individuals under my employ at the moment, the Crow's Flight and its services are open to you all should you wish to come and go as you see fit. Above game, this coin gives you access to the Crow's Flight for any future services you may need it for. You can come and go if you need to talk to Vyra, if you need to meet up with any of the shady individuals here, etc., etc. You guys essentially just got a token to enter the black market at any point.
Yeah.
I will treasure it greatly.
I have a question for you, Tart.
I have an answer.
Is Nemia around still?
Yes, Nemia the Ember Cat has now moved from the desk and is up high on one of it's like a bookshelf off to the side. Yeah, actually, J Frost, that's actually a pretty more apt comparison. It's like the Continental for crime.
Is the bookshelf still within
the
our
Continental,
reach?
basically.
I'm asking is, can he hold his hand out for a scritch before he goes?
Oh, absolutely.
Pet the kitty.
Good.
You're beginning to get used to the pain of your flesh being burned. You're beginning to get used to the scent of your fur being singed, but you pet the cat.
Be safe, little one. Yo, scritch.
Calluses are the price that we pay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Slightly burned beans.
Nemia normally doesn't take this well to strangers. Take that as a good omen.
He was hoping. He'll just bring his fist to his chest and like a half bow or whatever.
Does anyone else have anything for Vyra?
I have something.
Go ahead.
Lady Vyra, while we have certainly accepted the job
please, matriarch.
Oh, apologies. Matriarch.
I was really hoping you'd say Lady Matriarch.
Lady Matriarch Vyra, yeah.
Matriarch, although we have we are taking this job and fully intend to see it through, there is a small matter on our end I would like to bring up before we depart.
Payment or something else?
Perhaps a conflict of interest, though I'm not sure if it is such. For you see, we have already, in less concrete terms, been charged with this exact thing, but to deliver them to the Duke. And that brings me twofolds. First, the assassination attempt that you mentioned.
As Copper is speaking, by the way, when he mentions that you guys are under employment by the Lord Duke, you see Jet gets a little, not quite uneasy, but you see his hand begin to slowly start hovering towards his sword. To which
That's fair.
Vyra kind of gives him like a bit of a finger wave off of like, no, they're good.
Calm down, bro. It's not that serious.
The question is twofold. First is this contract that we have picked up before our current dealings going to be of a conflicting nature? And the second, well, what should we tell the good Duke not only about this agreement, whether we should or not, but also the perceived attempt?
The Lord Duke, respect to his name, he has done a fine job with the city. He's a bit of a bleeding heart. You were to tell him about, well, these circumstances, he would likely attempt to act, or at least persuade to act on the better interests of Blackwall. Now, I am of the opinion of I like power. It's a funny little thing, power. So, I would certainly prefer you bring the girl to me, but I, in all my wisdom, I foresee that regardless of where the girl is brought, some form, some extent, and you see she's throwing out a bit of, almost like there's an underlying sarcasm, some extent of justice shall be done. I can guarantee that it will be more definitive, and I can guarantee that you will likely make out, well, let's just say an arrangement with me is likely more profitable than an arrangement with the Lord Duke, but I dare say there's not necessarily a bad choice between the two.
Very well.
So, in short, I'm going to bat my eyelashes and say, pretty please.
I can think of worse places for her to wind up. After all, the worst place would be back in Reichenberg, and that should be the first hurdle to focus on. And, Copper just gonna kind of look to everyone else. I have my queries answered.
Just a thumbs up from Sibri.
Anyone else? Going once? Going twice? Okay. Vyra looks to you all. I shall be in touch, or perhaps you'll be in touch with me, but keep me updated on how things are moving along, how they are proceeding. But Jet will take you to see the Hound. To which Jet will, again, kind of put his arm across his chest, and then he'll look to you all this way.
Following.
Following.
E.
Well, probably last to follow.
Jet, as he walks like a military man. This is a man who walks firmly, he walks pointedly, he walks with purpose, and he walks enough to where you guys have to make an effort to keep up, but not so much so to where any of you begin to fall behind. And those of you who begin to fall behind, he makes it a point to make sure you don't.
Oh my god, finally an NPC we can follow without struggling.
You get to finally hit You get to finally hit the auto walk command, and you get to just keep going with him.
Oh, sweet.
Yippee.
Hey, if you make a video game and my character runs too fast or runs faster than the NPC but walks slower than them, fuck you.
Or, what Infinity Nikki did, which was make every NPC either run full speed ahead of you or walk the slowest possible.
Mhm.
There's no in between.
But you guys are taken from this place. And as Q begins to walk out, he kind of hovers in the door for a second as the matriarch goes, and Q, Quail, at least come by every so often, say hi, check out on your dear sweet matriarch. To which Q kind of scoffs a little and goes, yes, Mom. It's a pleasure always, Q.
Yes, Mom.
To which he kind of does like a wave over the shoulder. But with that, you
You
guys
just hears his head. Whale?
Yes. Like the bird. She, as you guys are walking, some quails thrive in the cold. They're hardy and clever. And, well, I had been thriving in the cold Blackwall streets for months and years when she brought me in. And she used to tell me how I used to be just as cute as one. Thus, Quail.
You have at least one of those traits.
Just has a small smirk on his face.
Not gonna disrespect you by calling you that name if you don't feel like it. It is, however, weirdly funny in an adorable way. Just not what I was expecting.
It's just... Go ahead.
It makes sense, given the backstory. Just, I don't look at you and think quail. That's all.
It just, it wasn't the name I was born with.
I mean, he's small like one. I could pick him up. Like a quail.
I'd really appreciate it if you didn't. You see, Q seems a little relieved to be out of the situation, but kind of like coming down from a long day at work, he looks a little haggard, a little beaten down.
Yeah.
To the
Just a
hell.
little bit.
Yes.
Just a little bit longer and we'll be out of here.
Yeah. Jet continues to guide you guys downstairs wordlessly. He only says something to you if you were to say something to him, like if you were to ask him a question, to which it's very pointed, very precise, very blunt is a term that could be used. You get the impression that he's not a man for conversation.
He's here to do a job and that's it.
Mm-hmm. But he walks you down to... If you were to picture... for my Yakuza fans... If you were to picture the cabaret and Sotenbori... The cabaret
Nice.
club, fucking, what is it?
The big ass one from Yakuza 0?
Yeah, the one that Majima runs,
My God.
which the name is escaping me.
Beautiful.
Hold on, I'm getting there. Sunshine.
Club Czar? Oh, wrong one.
It's very luxurious. It's very cigarette smoke and alcohol and finer dressed people. All of them still looking incredibly seedy. It looks like you're in the finest parts of Las Vegas as you are the finest shitty casino in all of Las Vegas as you enter this place.
I was about to say, the bar isn't that high.
The moment that they enter and Pax sees the cigarette smoke and everything, he lights one up.
Hell yeah.
You guys continue walking onward as there is a musician, a bit of a jazz band playing on the stage with a what appears to be a half elven, looks like they're maybe half wood elf singer beginning to sing a soft melody up on the stage. As you guys continue on, a few glances are thrown your way as it is very notable that you guys are walking with Jet. And so you're hearing a few whispers like, oh, those people, I don't know, what Jet though? They new hires? I mean, maybe? And just kind of various whispers and glances.
So cool.
Yeah. But you guys are ultimately taken towards the back where there's lining the wall, there's a series of booths, and you're taken to one where there is a human man. Simri, you recognize this individual as, again, you've worked for him once or twice, but for all of your viewing pleasure, as you're coming up on this individual, he seems to be kind of taken in a bout of laughter as you approach, and the person stood in front of him begins to kind of make their way, giving him a wave. It's a pleasure, Hound. Yes it is, mate. As you approach, you see this man, Aldwin the Hound Alvarado.
That's what I was imagining, with that type of name.
Honestly, yeah.
As you guys are approaching him, as you're coming up to the booth, he begins to take notice of you, and you notice a few things about this individual. Kind of as described in the intro, he is rugged, but he carries it in a very refined way, if that makes sense.
He looks disheveled on purpose rather than because of circumstance.
Yeah.
It's a stylistic choice.
Yes. But as he was caught in a bit of a smile, a few of you with finer eyes would notice that he has what appears to be a golden canine, rather than the whole grill, just a golden canine on the top right canine. If you're looking at him, the top right, so his left.
A gold tipped.
But the other thing, you all would notice that he is eating a blue steak, and by blue, that is a food term. It is very rare. Like, someone took that off the counter and threw it on a plate levels of rare. Like, bitch is still bleeding. And as he sees you all coming up, and he sees you coming with Jet, his demeanor shirks for a second, but then he kind of dons that sort of curling smile. Well, this is a lovely bunch you've brought me, Jet. To what do I owe the pleasure, though I suspect this is business over the former. And Jet kind of stands to the side at the edge of the booth and kind of gives you the entry to either sit at the booth or stand or whatever, but he's kind of off to the side a little bit. Aldwin the Hound, at your service. I take it that if you're here with Jet, the matriarch needs something done. And then he pauses and he looks at you, Simri. Wait a second. No, I know you. You've done a job for me before, haven't you?
Once or twice. Simri shrugs, kind of moving her way to the front of the group.
Yeah. Not Al. It was, And he's thinking, as I'm gonna roll a history check to see if he remembers your name.
Please don't.
Ah,
Please don't remember.
Well, the question is, did you give him your name or did you give him a fake name?
Should I also roll a history check to see if I did that?
No, I don't think you need to roll a history check. Just, did you give him your name or did you give him a fake name?
Well, no, I want to see if Simri remembers which one she did. Is what I mean.
Oh, I see. Sure, Nick. I'm gonna call that an intelligence save, actually.
Oh,
Just for funsies, just the fuck with ya.
17.
You remember what choice you made, just the choice you made is up
Yeah.
to you.
It's like, right. Last time we met, fake name. You know how business goes.
Above game, he remembered the fake name, but I just don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's not important. But
Yeah. Ah, I see. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you properly.
Simri.
Simri. Pleasure doing work with you previously. And the rest of you.
You may call me Copper.
Okay. I need y'all to know I'm rolling to see whose name he will remember.
Fair enough.
Pact will just kind of do a small little nod. Overall, my name's not important.
I'll respect that.
I'm Laith.
He'll give you a bit of a curt nod. He kind of eyes you curiously, noticing some of your gear and your insignia. But he also does the same thing with Pact and Bulk. Y'all, the three of you, Laith, Pact, and Bulk, can roll me insight checks if you wish.
Inside Twix.
Whoa.
23, but
25.
Okay. Laith, you get the essence that as he's kind of looking over the three of you, he's getting vibe checks. You are a very eclectic group. Bulk and Pact. This guy is giving y'all the not verbal pat down. What's the
He's
fucking
sizing
word?
us up.
He's sizing you up.
Vibe pat down.
He is able to determine that you two are both Dawn Creed.
Hawk just gives him that heads up, nod little thing. Hawk.
Not often, I get Creed folk and Inquisitors at my table. Must be important if the matriarch is getting folks like you to do a job.
You could say that.
Gives a shrug, half nod.
Bulk was like, I wasn't really listening.
And what are you, my man? As he looks to you, Solomon. What's your name?
Saul.
Saul? Yeah, Saul, because he's SOL.
Yeah.
Very true. Good joke.
That's inspiration to myself.
Oh, see, I was
You
over
can't
here.
do that.
See, I was thinking, yes, I knew you by a different name, Paul.
If I put on a sombrero, you can call me Rawl.
I misrolled Julia.
Almost heard raw.
No, that's
Oh, raw is his steak.
Very
That
true.
raw is his
Why?
steak.
So,
Well, to what does the To what do you fine folks need?
Damn it,
We,
Joe.
we have the need of getting into the university.
Reminder that Simmer, you have the note from Vyra.
Yeah. Simri's just about to pass it across the table.
Yeah. You pass it as you're saying this, Copper, and he looks at you, curious and doubtful.
Mhm.
like he gives you the look like, yeah, sure.
You?
And then he flicks open the note with a hand and he starts reading and he goes, you see, he does, like, if you've seen Ratatouille.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the chef Skinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Concerned reading.
Yeah. Just more concerned as he's going along. The university. You got a death wish? I ain't doing that. And the matriarch can't pay me enough to convince me otherwise. To that, Jet slams his fist on the table, and there's a bit of a disturbance in the room as things kind of come to a halt for a moment.
Music stops suddenly.
You hear the record
scratch.
scratch in the air. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you seem to understand, Arduin the Hound. This contract is non-negotiable, and you aren't getting paid. You're repaying the matriarch's kindness. Or did you forget that you owe her your life? So be a good dog and do your job. To which Arduin has zero expression on his face as this is happening. And as things start to slowly stir back up once more, Arduin takes a deep breath. Alright, so you need into the university. A hard job for sure, but these are hard times, aren't they?
If he looks at Simri, her eyebrows are way up. Her mouth is slumped down. She's definitely holding in an amount of that would not be appropriate right now.
Now, Mara, ask, why are you looking to get into the university? You're threatened to really and truly enter the lion's den, as it were.
Well, the funny thing about lions' dens, they make excellent places to hide out and find protection. We are looking for someone in there, and we would like to meet with them.
Matriarch given job. Half shrug again.
Look, I understand the secrecy. I understand wanting to be coy. I ain't fucking around here. If you want me to do this, I need to know what you're looking for, so I can prepare appropriately.
Snatching a bride.
I was gonna go a little bit more subtle, but yeah, sure.
Yeah.
As he basically spits all over the fucking table. Oh, you're right fucking crazy then. All right.
Sound a little less enthusiastic, please. It helps. He says, kind of just sheepishly.
I thought that was into Bog's button. To go, what?
No, that wasn't towards Bulk. That was towards.
I see.
I do like the
you
city
guys-
the way it is, so.
As you guys are kind of having this conversation, by the way, Q has been a few steps back, almost like just kind of trying to keep out of sight of this conversation. And then, Pact, you feel him kind of come over and he nudges you a little bit. Don't look, but there is a woman at the bar who's been eyeballing you for the past couple minutes. You don't look, just don't make it obvious.
Pact will try to use his peripheral vision to scope the scene, hoping that it might. So, above game. I'm hoping that it's that one lady who tipped him off on the first session.
Mystery woman?
Make me 2 things. 1, a perception check, and 2, a stealth check.
Don't say redhead. Don't say redhead.
Okay.
Redhead.
13, but stealth. $18.
You look, and at the bar, sure enough, it is the mystery woman who tipped you off to the oncoming archangels a few nights ago.
Mystery
Little
woman! Let's
No,
go!
mystery woman, woman of mystery. And as Q kind of mentioned, she is every now and again kind of glancing your way.
Pact will whisper towards Q. Do you recognize her?
I don't know. I feel like I should, but can't say I do.
Perhaps we need to get reacquainted, he says, kind of, Q will definitely notice, like, the uncertainty of Pact's, statement on that one.
But Q, who is we?
Speaking Elvish, who the fuck is we?
You got a mouse in your pocket?
Right?
Now,
Oh my god.
Pact, are you going to hold on to this for now, or are you going to break off from the group to investigate this?
Oh, he's gonna hold off for now until this whole situation resolves itself.
Okay. Well, if you want to infiltrate the wedding, you'll need a few things. Some gear, a floor plan, invitations and disguises. List goes on, and my services don't come cheap. And you guys hear Jet growl a little bit in his hand. He places his hand on his blade. All right, mate. Steady on. Just a joke. Fuck. Can't go anywhere with this guy, am I right? We'll waive the cost this first go around. Call it gesture good faith. How's that?
Can't take this guy anywhere, god.
Oh, I love the current price. 3 is my favorite number.
Very much so, yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I'm really fucking hating it right now.
So, disguises, attendance to the guest list. Anything else?
I'll start getting some things together. Talking with some folk. What I need you to do in the meantime is get your asses ready for a ballroom blitz. Day before the wedding. Got somewhere we can meet?
I know we said it, but where exactly is the university comparative to other places we know outside of Blackwall?
I'm sorry, one more time?
Is there any place that we know of, any of us could know of outside of Blackwall that's close to university, or no?
The only place of note, outside of the city limits would be the graveyard, or any place in the outer district, such as Dr. Chaplin's office. The road to the university is pretty secure. It has a regular patrol pattern going from Blackwatch troops, given that it is a road that students take outside of the city walls, and Baldor's a dangerous place. But those would be the most notable ones, either the outside district or the graveyard, the cemetery.
Which direction is it? Which cardinal direction?
What?
Which cardinal direction from, say, the copper piece is the university?
Well, the university is outside of the city walls.
Yes, I need to know which direction so I can, in my head, remember the mappage of
I
where
see.
everything is.
I see. The university is roughly 15 minutes on foot due west from the
West.
Okay.
westernmost portion of the city walls. And the copper piece is more center. So it's from, if you're wanting to go straight from the copper piece to the university, it's a good walk. That would genuinely be, I'd say, probably hour and a half.
Okay.
If maybe even closer to 2 hours. Blackwall is a
So-
big place.
Fair enough.
I want to
Um,
just make sure it's still west from the copper piece, though, right?
Yes.
So my brain, yeah, okay.
Yes.
Fair enough. So he's asking about where to meet up in the next couple of days.
Yes, he wants to meet you guys the day before the wedding, so he's wanting to know where to do that. That can either
Fair
be,
enough.
It can either be here, or the copper piece, or wherever you guys want. Fuck, you can meet at the university if you want.
I wasn't
Not a
thinking
good idea, but we could.
I wasn't thinking the university. I was thinking of maybe the safe house, or the staging place, I should say. But we don't know that yet, so probably here would be
Yeah.
best.
The staging
Probably
place,
here.
I will say, if you guys are wanting to get that, that is something that you will need to find and determine.
Okay.
Perfectly fine.
I mean, I know Simri probably knows a couple of staging places that are along that route, so.
I'm fine with meeting him here.
What about everyone else?
Yeah.
Bulk is in agreement.
Yeah.
Leif is in agreement.
Go!
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that, please?
Meeting place here? In the Crow's Flight or somewhere else?
Odwin is wanting to meet you guys the day before the wedding to go over everything that he's able to get for you guys, and he's wanting to know where to do that. The consensus seems to be meeting him back here.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sounds good.
Perfect. Alrighty then. Anything else? Any questions or things I should know?
Do you know about a target? Anything at all?
He looks at,
Abilities?
well, I didn't know who the target was until just a few moments ago. And I'm gonna roll to see if he knows who Fia is. I know that if she's getting... if her betrothed is Prince of the Archangel, she must be a big deal, but I can't say I know much beyond that. I will say, though, it is a bit of a surprise. I didn't know that. I didn't even know that Azrael's son was even engaged.
How much do you know about his son?
I know that hardly anyone ever sees him. Supposedly, he's some sort of big shot in the university. Probably, likely I don't know if he's student body or if he's staff, but I've never seen him.
What does he usually go by? Like any monikers, aliases, or even a name?
Probably Prince, Buddy Boy, other nicknames his pa would call him. No, I don't know shit, mate.
Fair enough.
Leith,
Yes.
you, with the highest passive perception, you notice out of the corner of your eye, during this specific train of thought that Pact and Odwin are having, you notice Jet, whose arms are kind of crossed, his grip begins to tighten. Doesn't say anything, doesn't do anything else. You just notice a tightening of his grip during this train of thought.
Lath will remember that.
It pops up over the screen, and we're all like, huh?
We love the observant Pete.
Yeah, that's all I can think of for now. I've already got people looking into it myself, so.
Fair enough.
Leaf, Balk, Solomon, any questions while we're here?
Can't think of any.
How much for a slightly more done version of that? And he points at steak. I haven't really eaten today.
Solomon actually turning to look at Bulk, just like, really?
Big man's gotta eat.
Yeah, you should try it. He just looks Solomon up and down.
Fair.
Damn!
That does actually get Simri to
longer.
chuckle. Fuck! He's got you there.
What'd Solomon say? I want to hear his comeback.
You should try
Try
holding your breath a little longer.
Oh, oh.
Ooh, spicy. That place is gonna eat your group up.
Unrelated question. Any sellers of magic items, scrolls, and the like here? Or could you set us up with anyone?
Depends, how far can you spit?
Somebody thinks for a second and goes, wait, no, that's not important.
For a half sec, Bach thinks too. He's like, screws his brow and looks up.
You looking to get something shady, something that ain't normally on the streets. Anyone in here can likely hook you up with something. I'll get you some stuff, but if you're looking to acquire your own wares, I'd suggest using your own coin.
Yeah, my own coin that I totally have.
Mhm.
Anyways.
Don't worry though, I'll get you a group of a nice couple of toys to play around with.
Hold on. I know. Joe. What do you mean?
That count as a dart?
Joe!
It would. Hang on. Shut the fuck up. It would be considered an improvised weapon, technically speaking. And he is proficient.
Yeah?
Bro spits like he's in Binding of Isaac.
Again, this is me as Pact, not Pact as Pact, thinking that shit.
Yeah. Sorry, I just needed to point that out.
POV, you're fighting Pact.
Look, Pathfinder does have a cantrip spell called Camel Spit. It poisons the target if they fail to saving throw.
That feels weirdly appropriate considering, me. But
Oddly enough, that's the name of one of the drinks down here in the Crow's Play.
That was my last question, so.
If there's... Go ahead.
Copper will have more for him after he acquires his end of the bargain.
What does that mean?
I want to see that he can actually do what he says he's going to do before I inquire about his services further.
I see.
He's gotta look at his Yelp reviews first.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. You gotta check to see if.
Audwin, do you have your resume present?
So, what makes you qualify for this entry-level position?
That man doesn't even have an actual bank account. What makes you think he has a resume?
If there's nothing else here for Audwin, it sounds like y'all might be sitting down for a bite to eat. I can think of
least
worse
for bulk.
places. A
Don't
bug game,
underestimate him. He will get it to go.
a bug
But he will be
game,
taking
sitting
a knife
down
for a
for
big
a
fork.
meal would actually be appropriate, as you guys were, 1, recently in a fight, 2, have been on your feet running around, and 3, you guys don't know it, but Pact has someone here that he wants to talk to, so...
I mean, we
I'll
still
go.
have to wait for the
Food.
food to come out anyway, so I think we'd step to the side and wait. Either way, we are still here for a little bit.
Yeah.
I
So-
was gonna say, before people sit down, Pat would have liked to sneak away from the group just to stealthily approach this lady.
Okay. Make me another stealth check. Woman!
Woman!
Knickknacks!
Oh, look for you, buddy.
Anyone have a passive perception less than 11?
I'll use my inspiration for
Okay.
that. Come on.
I did like the
It was-
idea of everyone just slowly watching you walk away.
There we go.
Much better.
25. Yeah, there we
Just everyone. Where's he going?
Why is he walking like that? Well, he knows we can see him, right?
go. It's just a fucking Kronk walking along the wall.
Yeah.
Staring directly at him. But you guys
Mystery woman.
You guys take a bit of a seat. Y'all get some food. I'll get some orders here in just a minute for that. But Pact, you sneak away for a few minutes. You go off to meet this one woman who you've seen one other time, the mystery woman of mystery,
Woman of a mystery.
who is still at the bar with a glass of wine and doesn't look in your direction until you're pretty much right up on her. And to which she goes, "Fancy meeting you in a place like this?"
Yeah, I was It was shocking to see you leave last we saw each other. Didn't even get a chance to hear your name.
Nice.
I suppose I owe you that much, don't I? And she will full on turn to face you, and she will offer you her hand. Svetlana Barkov. Bard for hire. I will
Yeah.
give you
That is a bard.
name.
That is a bard if I have ever seen one.
And Pact, I actually need something from you.
Eh?
I need a history check.
Do you know Mystery Woman, Woman of Mystery Pact? And you never told us? Oh, no, you don't.
4.
Fine.
Pact, that name scratches an itch, but you cannot place it. I have to sneeze. Give me a moment.
No worries. Pact will kind
How
of.
dare you?
Pact will shake the hand and say, "I guess that you already know of me. This is mostly a formality, but the name is Pact Yaku Sobu."
Oh, I'm well aware you are, were quite a topic of discussion within the Archangels lately.
Yeah, how. One, I have to say my thanks for the heads up, but how did you find me for one?
Oh, it wasn't hard, she says, looking you up and down.
Yeah, the Simri on your pact just nods along like,
With respect, friend, giving a description for someone such as yourself, who is a established member of the Dawn Creed, you're Unfortunately, as much as you may like to hide it, you are not terribly difficult to find. Especially not after a certain rat started selling you out to the archangels for, well. And she leans in a bit. How is Ajana?
His eyes, he will try to hide it, but he is kind of giving her a very like pointed stare. It appears as though we have much more to discuss in a more private venue.
Oh, au contraire, my friend. I do believe if we're talking about the shit show that is the Archangel's operations, you won't get it of many safer places than this. Look around, you won't find too many individuals who, while they are prospective clients, sure, but to say that they enjoy the company of Archangels is something entirely different. This is the one safe haven you will get from Archangels here in the entire Hollow. As for me, you could say I am a wrench in the Archangel's operations. They wronged me a long time ago, so it has been my mission to make sure that very little goes the way they wish it. As for that girl, well, I was planning my own little jailbreak for her to get her out of harm's way, but it seems that things have a funny way of working out. I'm glad she found someone she can trust.
Someone's, he says, actually jutting ahead towards the group. As far as, I mean, look, I'm not very versed in these kinds of things, but she seems to have found some form of circle of trust with the rest of my party there.
He called us his party!
Guys! Did you hear that, guys?
The fucking
Dad likes us, guys.
the meter goes up by like 1%.
plus one.
Although I think we're all in a... Apologies, I'm taken off guard on this one. I think we're all in agreement that her safety is the utmost importance, and I might have to ask you to come with me towards the rest of my group here, just so they could ask you some questions themselves, if you don't mind.
I have updated her thing with her name. Still Woman of Mystery for the moment. And you're positive that all of them are in the know. And you see as she gives a pointed glance to Q.
Let's just say the matriarch of the Hollow has informed him thusly.
I see. Make me a persuasion check back.
You,
We're
I
also
want
not.
her name to. Go ahead.
We're also not eating with Ardwin, are we?
No, you guys have gone to a different booth.
that's modified 20 there, sir.
Although it would be
Nice.
funny if you were planning to have this conversation in front of Odwin.
It'd be hilarious if we were going to be by Ardwin. Pact would have probably been like, hey, idiots, over here.
Shut the fuck up.
Especially you. Sorry.
I suppose. My husband used to tell me that I needed to make more friends outside of work anyway, so why not?
the wave of emotions that went through when I heard her say the words husband, I said, ah, fuck. And then she said, used to, and I said, yes.
I was going to say, hang on. They might be open-minded, just saying.
I mean, they might be, but still, you know. gotta keep yourself. You gotta keep yourself under it until you learn.
With that, I take it you return back to the group with Svetlana in tow.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys see as Pact, who you may not have noticed was missing at first, returns to the group with this woman of mystery. An individual who none of you have met before or recognize. I say, however, I do need Bulk to roll me a history check.
Oh.
11.
Okay. I'm gonna hold that for a second until she introduces herself properly, but
I was gonna say, as they kind of get to their, as they both get to the table, Pact will kind of like try to get everyone's attention. Everyone, this is Svetlana. Svetlana, this is the rest of the group here. Everyone, Svetlana was the one who tipped me off of the Archangels a couple weeks back, which, I don't know, kickstarted this whole thing, I guess.
a pleasure to meet all of you. Bulk, you've heard that name before? You're pretty sure? You can't place it, though.
We like mild confusion, but also recognition on his face then.
Bulk just squints, like, I know it. Summer just kind of does a small wave. Not shy, she's just slowly running out of energy. You're talking to a lot of people today.
Paul gives a small wave, but he is looking for the steak that he ordered.
Summer's social battery is depleting at a rapid pace.
Yeah! There's too many extroverts here.
You all do look like you've been through it today, so I will not take up much of your time. I did want to come by and introduce myself, though, and, well, I suppose a thank you is in order for taking care of the you-know-who. And if you need a little help or a babysitter, feel free to look me up. I'm great with kids, and I speak Sylvan, and I'm also really good at laying low.
Demry squint. This is
Make me an insight check if you want.
also CG. You might want to lean forward a little bit to your mic. You're quiet.
I have to bring my mic back to me, but noted.
Oh yes. No, that's a 6. She's really tired.
Hard to read. What are you gonna say, CG?
Just Copper a little confused about this whole situation on multiple different levels. Just, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for your services.
Thank you for yours. She says with a bit of a sincere smile. She's going to finish off her wine glass, and she's going to place it down at your group's table. And unless anyone stops her having introduced herself, she's going to... Unless you guys have questions for her, because that was originally the purpose of her walking over.
Oh, I'll have a
Summer-
question.
Oh. Go ahead. You ask first. I'm sure Copper will ask the same question.
So, I'm not going to be super coy about it, but, why? How are you involved, if I may ask?
As I explained to your friend here, Mr. Pact, the Archangels, present company excluded, looking to Q, they wronged me a long time ago. So, one could call it revenge.
I'd like to insight.
Go for it.
I will help.
Okay.
Give you advantage if that is allowed.
Anyone who wishes to insight.
I was
18?
giving you a
Wow.
Ooh,
20,
24.
23.
23.
Good God. Balk and Copper were ready. She's
Sorry,
saying words!
fishing my dice from under it. Okay. Honestly, all of you, that genuinely seems truthful.
Huh.
Oh, you're all looking at me with a bit of scrutiny. I understand, and also good on you for it. Perhaps I'll give you the long version one day.
Oh, that would be a fun story to tell, I suppose. Or to hear, I should say, but I look forward to that day. In the meantime, and he's gonna kind of look on over to Pact. If our esteemed friend deems you trustworthy, then I shall adhere to his. I'm trying to find the word. To his instincts. A pleasure to meet you. And Copper's gonna melt the confusion and just switch on back to polite mode.
Mm-hmm.
I'll trust this locked book. He just like makes a head nod towards Pact.
I like that. I like that phrase.
That's
actually,
a great. Yeah.
I was about to say, yeah, that was great.
Very accurate,
Like-
yes.
I'll
like,
give you
I'm
inspiration for that.
laughing.
I like that a lot, actually.
Thank you.
I'm laughing because it is very bulk. But it is a great way of saying it, yeah.
I try. Chuffed, truly.
Write that down.
And she'll, before she goes, unless anyone has anything else for her, she'll turn to you, Pact, and she'll actually take your hand, and she will put in your hand what looks like almost like a small Matryoshka doll in shape, made out of bundles of copper wire.
No, Copper.
And she says to you, if you need to reach me for whatever reason, merely hold this up to your mouth and speak into it. It is good for one use only, but it will reach me wherever I am.
Pact will pocket it and nod.
The rest of you, enjoy your evening. And, why not? It's a gesture of good faith. Tell them that they can put it on my tab.
Oh, how very generous.
Just
I imagine everyone looks at each other all of a sudden like, well, maybe now we might get food.
I simply ask that you not go overboard, but you all look like you've had a hard day. Have a meal. Even you. Especially you, looking at Solomon.
Bok just turns and smirks at Solomon.
Man,
It's
it's
just-
just absolutely just giving glaring eyes at everyone, just like.
Bulk just has-
"Oh."
Bulk just has like that smug cat face.
He does the Spy Family, the Anya.
Yeah, the Anya face. As she's walking away, probably the last thing she hears, if she's not actively listening, is Sibri just turning to Pac like, wow, hot older woman watching out for, didn't know you had it in you.
You can pull.
Hey, Tart.
Hey, what's up? Hey, man, what's up?
Is
What can I
there
do for you,
like
buddy?
is there like a toothpick or just something like small and inoffensive?
It's so funny you say that, because right as you guys are saying this, your server walks up and there is in one of the drinks, the one that was meant for Q actually, a cherry on a toothpick.
taking the toothpick and just like flicking it, like paper football flicking it at Simri.
Ow.
Roll me a dart attack, Pact.
Okay.
I'm preemptively saying ow because it's very unlikely.
I'm seeing this is gonna hit. I'm seeing if this will actually like hurt. Is what's happening.
Bonk.
Okay.
Oh, no.
That might miss, actually.
Yeah, that misses.
It does hit, but it just kind of like bops you on the nose. It doesn't do any damage.
Yeah.
If
Simri just says,
if it had
ow.
broken your armor class, it was gonna actually do like a point of damage. Like, ah, fuck.
Yeah, Simri just does the thing where something doesn't hurt, still say ow anyways. Still a shit eating across the face though.
Listen. Don't get any cute ideas.
I don't have any cute ideas. All of mine are either very, very questionable or, well, about what I do best, so.
I'll make sure to tell your little owl friends that.
I mean, they're probably not any better than me. Especially not Diaz.
Is that the
You should not have told me that name. I will make you regret that.
is that the cat man? Not that one, but the not the big muscular one, but more of the I don't know, more like me.
Simri holds in the strongest urge to call him scrawny.
Overt.
He can see
I
on
was-
her face she's trying not to say the word.
I was gonna say lean, but I don't know.
Fuck me, I guess.
As
Yes.
he begins to take a sip of his drink,
Now cherryless drink.
his now cherryless drink.
Oh, yeah. It was probably, yeah, it was definitely from Q's.
I said it was from Q's, yeah.
Oh.
You guys, those of you who have already had some drinks and food delivered to your table, it does seem to be taken care of for this moment. Those who didn't already and now wish to order something now, knowing that it's being taken care of, you are able to place an order. Out of curiosity, what is everyone getting?
Oh, okay, give me a second.
Bulk, I know you're getting a steak as well as another one to go.
Yeah.
How do you take
just
your
made-
how are you taking the two steaks, Bulk?
This will be on the medium rare side. Like between rare and medium rare. The other one he'll get medium.
Okay.
2 steak entree meals. 1 for here, 1 to go.
Nutters. Comes with a side of mashed taters,
Fuck yes.
some peas. It's a very good steak. It should be noted that the drinks and the food you get are really, truly top quality. Despite everything around you in Vyra's Hollow, the Crow's Flight seems to take it to the next level.
Pack would probably just get something simple like a BLT with some chips.
Okay.
Chips or crisps. Sorry.
Chicken
I will
cordon
fight you.
bleu.
Wow.
That's about $20 on the bill.
Yeah.
You got a BLT and chips. It evens out.
Bulk's
Yeah.
got
Honestly,
two
yeah.
steaks
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll tell y'all straight up, above game, Bulk's meal on its own is more than a platinum.
Yeah, that makes sense. That tracks.
Damn, motherfucker!
He's a big man. He's gotta eat.
He's a growing boy.
Y'all are also
Yeah.
in the upper class at this moment.
Such a cordon bleu. Not quite a plat, but several gold, I imagine.
Oh yeah.
Simri just gets like the really big basket of fries for the table.
3 pounds of piss. Sorry, that makes no sense to anyone but me. Above
Lace
game.
would like some kind of smoked fish, like, snapper.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I feel
Guys, I'm
just kind
hungry.
of touching on it real quick because I don't feel like I can say 3 pounds of piss without context. We at my job, I work at a vet, as some of us know. We have like fry trays that we use to send home with clients to collect urine for their pets. And we recently got a new thing of trays, but they're way bigger than we expected. They're like the big fry trays, and it says 3 pounds on the side of it, meaning 3 pounds of fries is what it can hold, but we keep saying 3 pounds of piss. Us. That's where it came from. 3 pounds of piss.
Ah, yes, pissers.
Pissers.
So, not to get too derailed, if you're collecting it, would that mean the pission is commencing?
Yes. In fact, I have been given a nickname for my abilities to collect pee from animals at my job. Not a fucking joke.
You're brave for admitting that.
I am brave for admitting that. My nickname.
Commissioner.
That's pretty good.
Fuck, that was good.
That's pretty good.
I wish it was that.
I wish it was that too. No, my nickname at work was originally the man with the ladle because of one time a client referred to me as such because she didn't know my name. But now I am lovingly referred to as the ladleist.
That's pretty
Why
good.
do I feel
not
like
gonna
that would
lie.
also work at like a sperm bank?
Well, bro, I don't know how to tell you this. I'm
Frost.
shooting fucking blanks over here.
Fucking
So
Frost, I cannot
my
begin to describe to you how inaccurate that is. I shouldn't know
Anyways,
this.
I mean,
Anyway.
baby gravy ladle, come on!
Let's get out of here.
I hated you.
my
I'm gonna
gravy's
leave.
fat free. Anyway.
So we have Snapper on the table for Lace.
Snapper, yes.
Anyway,
Pepper, chicken cordon bleu, PLT, fuck ton of fries,
Fries.
and 2 steak
oh,
We're in a
entrees.
very
Oh,
serious, very spooky survival horror campaign, by the way.
Solomon, I imagine.
Got
A
one.
glass of tonic water for the bitter bitch.
Oh, fuck you, big pussy.
Solomon
So,
gets the
it sounds
tray.
like the table's
Solomon
been
gets a
ordered for.
bowl of
Yeah.
mints.
He'll,
Solomon gets the bowl of Andy's chocolates that they always have.
hey,
Those
hey,
are so
hey, now
good.
hold
Those
the
are so
fuck-
good.
They are
though.
so
Hold
good.
the frog's legs there. Those are really fucking good.
Yeah, they sure are. And you can buy a bag of them for like $1.
Yes.
That's
Yup.
idolatry. Really good texture.
Andy's Candies, truly the
Fuck
goated.
yes.
It might actually have like a small little like dessert, like whatever.
Mm.
What kind of desserts do they got?
Primarily at this moment, they have this beautiful devil's food cake with raspberry icing. But if you had something particular in mind, they can make something custom. It would just
About to ask.
likely be
Is-
extra.
How about
Is Solomon a
tiramisu?
chocolate guy?
Blackberry cobbler.
Oh,
How about a tiramisu?
Ooh.
I love tiramisu, man.
How long does it take to
Overnight.
make
For good.
tiramisu?
You gotta soak the
good
lady
tiramisu
fingers in
is
coffee.
Overnight.
That or a cheesecake, like a slice of cheesecake. And maybe,
Cheesecake.
like,
I was about to say because I was like I'm pretty sure that would be overnight. So I have
Yeah.
to. The cheesecake is more likely than the tiramisu. I have to roll to determine if they have tiramisu already made. So give me a
All
second.
right. By all means, by all means.
You know what? Against all odds, they sure do. You're able to get some
Let's
tiramisu.
go.
I'll take a tiramisu and a split of a spiced red wine.
Oh, fancy.
God, I want cake now.
As we're getting a little bit hungry, Why don't we go ahead and take a bio break? It's about that time anyway.
I think that's great.
But we don't have cake!
Says you.
You know what we do have, though? We did just get a apple crumble pie from my mom.
Oh my god, wait, you're so right! I can put it in the
Pie.
oven. Let me go do that.
Alrighty, friends. We're going to take a little bit of a break. We'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you guys for hanging out. And we are back. We were talking about Leon's absolute pancakes.
Yes.
We love
Titties.
We love men with titties.
Mm-hmm.
Damn right.
Looks at most of the Blackwatch.
Yeah.
Oh, see, my mind went to looks at Andrade, and I'm like, no, yeah, that's just not
Yeah.
very genetically speaking.
Alrighty, friends.
So we're thoroughly back into character.
Yes. You guys are still here at the Crow's Flight. You're having your meals as you see fit. The level of exhaustion you all are beginning to feel really begins to set in as you are here having your time to eat and kind of wind down from a chaotic day. But nobody here quite looks as beat up or downtrodden as Q does, who his clothes are thoroughly stained from all the alcohol that was poured on him. You're honestly surprised at the fact that he's still drinking.
I thought that would have been ill taste at this juncture.
Well, you know, unfortunately, most of that just went to the clothes rather than into my mouth, so...
So you and the matriarch seem to certainly have a history.
Yeah. Yeah. She's, to say she was like a mother to me would not be an apt term. You could say more teacher or found family.
Ah, a mentor of sorts.
Yeah. But yeah, we have history. She did technically raise me, at least for a time when I was young and stupid, but...
And I assume something went sour enough to lead to kind of gestures. This.
Yeah, I walked out on her. I looked to join up with the Archangels around the time that Draxus, her favorite boy toy, was really starting to make his way along in his dust operation.
I'm amazed you are still alive.
Well, she always used to tell me to do what seemed most, I believe the word was profitable for me. She told me to keep to my ambitions, so I did. And as we all know, well, and he kind of twiddles his hand on his gloved hand. You all know how that played out. Ended up biting me on its own. She didn't feel the need to rub it in, which I guess I appreciate, but...
And I suppose you were following her advice, so... In a way, the fact that you were able to make your way back to her... It's some indication that things weren't entirely wrong.
She'd never admit it, but she does love me. As one could. In our weird, fucked up novel of a familial relationship.
Despite the actions of their sons, some mothers can't help but feel that unquartered love.
blood relations can be fucked up too.
Copper choking just a little bit at this whole combo.
Oh, what? Did that hit a little close to home, my friend?
I bet.
You all know that we were, that whole thing. You're quite aware it hits a fair bit close to home.
Bach actually looks a little sheepish. Accident.
Oh. It's alright, Spock. It's... Copper sighs a little bit. You have walked back into your questionable not questionable, what would be the right word here? Complicated relationship as I have as well. You're kindred spirits in a way. He said this directed at Q. Yeah.
Wouldn't you know it? A group filled with daddy issues, mommy issues, some the daddy issues, some the mommy issues, probably.
Got chaos junkie daddy issues.
Issues. Yeah.
You! Looks overtly. You're actually kind of alright.
All right. Yeah. Simri looks up from her. I don't have any parental issues. I grew up with a perfectly fine family.
Oh, nuclear family? Yeah, you're the problem.
There's nothing nuclear about a succubus and a warlock.
Oh, yeah, perfectly fucking normal family, that.
Compared to you?
How does that mean?
Simri looks at him for a minute.
No,
It's not
say it.
necessarily. Healthier parent-child relationship.
Yeah. I didn't get to know my parents. So,
Yeah.
My chicken cordon bleu has taken a bit of a turn for the worse.
No.
Maybe we should move on before this gets to some place we shouldn't really go into.
Too many secrets divulged in a place like this, yeah.
I agree.
oh,
Actually,
Blackwall is a city whose foundation was built on keeping secrets. And clearly, every one of us here, I'm not the only one here who's got one. So, speaking of, tell me, when were you planning on telling me about the kid? Been taking your
Never.
sweet time with that one.
That was the
Points
the
at
plan,
points
honestly.
at Pact.
Yeah.
It was
You mean
it was a conversation.
What were you gonna say, Ball?
that was Punk questioning, or did he mean
He meant
kid
Ajna.
Copper kind of took in? He meant Ajna. Okay, my bad.
he means Ajna. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I mean,
Conversation.
you can't really blame us for not bringing that up to you, given everything we had learned up until then. The fact that you were previously Archangel and no backstabber sometimes. So,
Yeah.
I mean, understandable to save your own skin. However,
Yeah, but I really was hoping you'd come clean to me at some point, since I'm not on the payroll anymore. Maybe hey Q, sorry you lost your fucking hand, even though you were right!
there it is.
yeah, that's fair.
I mean, that is, if you did want to rejoin the Archangels, it was the prime way to do so. To give that information back to Draxter. So,
It is also something we've been keeping guarded from everyone. Even people that we think we could trust. The first lieutenant, for example, does not know.
I'm gonna be honest, I was one of the first people to bring up probably telling you sooner rather than later. However, I acquiesced to the rest of the...
Well, if it makes you feel better, I already knew. I always knew.
I mean, yeah.
Because I was the one who saw her hide in that little fucking map tube of yours. Why do you think it was me following you the day that we met?
Oh, so we're basically arguing over nothing.
I think he's just more upset that he knew he got punished for fucking up, but he was still correct anyway.
Oh. I misunderstood. Apologies.
I've tried really hard to play nice with you guys, because you really do seem like decent folk in a shit show of a town like this. Bonus points that you haven't tried to kill me yet. But I'm continuing to bite bullets for you guys, coming down here, going to war with the guys looking to throw me in the bay, and still, you don't trust me enough to tell the truth. Fuck.
I mean, other than Ajna, everything else you've learned about and from us has been true. That was just a harder secret to keep, mostly up to Pact, as she has attached to him the most.
Frankly speaking, I was put in a position to where no one outside of us should know. How was I supposed to know? How was I supposed to have an understanding about your knowledge of this whole situation? I didn't. I made the correct call.
Yeah.
You know now. Odds are you'll know anything we know in the future. I don't think much else is going to come up.
Nor do I think that there is much more that's of secret keeping that needs to be had. Kind of looks at the rest. Sorry.
I don't know. You all tell me. Because,
Maybe
as I
next
said,
time-
I'm not the only one keeping secrets. Your mom's a succubus. I don't know what the fuck your deal is, pointing at Solomon.
No one does.
We don't
He's
even
just-
know.
He's just happily eating his tiramisu.
You're still not telling us something, pointing at Copper. And why is that map tube so fucking important? No, all of
That
you
is
are
not-
hiding some shit.
The tube is none of your business. It is not important to this whole situation. Trust me when I say this.
You can
Oh.
try prying that locked book open if you want, but it bites, and you might lose the other hand.
No. Hold on. Because now we're talking about trust. So I'm supposed to trust you, but you won't trust me.
And I was
He doesn't
supposed to
trust
trust
us.
you. I was supposed to trust you when I walked in here with little to no information about who I was going to be interacting with. Q. Paolo was using almost all of his energy not to eat me.
Oh my god, you believe
You also... no, it's not that I believed it. I looked him in the... Also, it would have been a really nice note to know who else you were connected to. So you can be upset all you'd like. Understandable. But don't act like you're not the only one who's part of the shit show because of secrets.
You cut out that at the end there. One more time.
I know. The only one not part of the shit show because of secrets.
He leans back in his seat a bit. Takes a sip of his drink. Yeah, I don't think I belong here.
One second.
Guys, he's thinking!
Fair enough. I will. Then how about this? Respectfully. Secrets seem to be the issue at hand. They have the core and problem of everything. I shall make a gesture of faith. You have done good for us, and this has caused a problem for us and for you. So here's what I shall propose. 2 recompenses yours, something that you may ask of at least me, I can't speak for everyone else, and you want to know more about me hiding something? I can spill it right here, right now. Take that as a measure of faith, as well as desire to keep you around.
Copper, make me a persuasion check.
26.
I dropped my snack pack. No. Continue.
No!
It was empty.
They
but
belong anywhere. We don't even belong together.
Right? Continue.
Not much else will take us. He's in the same boat.
He looks at you, Copper, and he has this expression of ready to fucking just stand up and walk away at any fucking moment. But what he does instead is that he throws the rest of his drink back. He turns it over and puts the cup down on the table, with the rim down on the table. He goes, fine. Fuck it. Why don't we double down? What big secret are you holding from the rest of us?
I am a dragon.
So, Pact actually
Lace
starts to snort.
immediately starts to have to
He
do
starts
the,
choking.
yeah, he starts choking and has to do the hitting on his chest.
I'll just stops mid-chew.
He does say quietly, because of the location that they're in.
Yeah.
Now, CG,
Yes.
Q is going to insight you before he has any sort of reaction.
May I as well?
Yeah.
You may.
Can we?
Anyone
I
who
assume
wants
anyone
to.
can.
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
14.
20!
12.
8.
Anyone else?
Q rolled very low.
Oh, buddy.
And so, before we give the result, he not slams his hand on the table, but he firmly brings his hand down on the table and goes to push himself up. Yeah, we're telling fucking jokes now. I'm fucking out of here.
Why do you think my daughter is a dragonborn?
You say that, and he stops dead cold.
Hold on a second.
CJ,
Hi.
would you like to give the result to the folks who rolled here at the table?
Copper is being absolutely genuine. Solomon, Lath, Balk. You all are aware that he is telling the truth. Pact. Maybe it's something that you might be experiencing for yourself, but you don't detect a falsehood, but you do detect that there's more to this story than just that simple bomb that he dropped.
Pact would kind of look towards Copper. Wait. How? He kind of just stops himself from asking any inappropriate questions. If you are what you say you are, how did you become, I guess, shrunk is the best way of asking politely.
You guys all hear Hugh under his breath go, "Holy fuck, the genie." And
You can't help it.
he turns back around and he slowly starts to lower himself back into the booth again.
He can't help it.
The tea's too good. I don't blame him.
I don't blame him, yeah.
I'll admit, I did not think I would have to tell this in such a way, shape, or form.
I just want to, real quick, I want to iterate one thing for Semri real fast. In fact, I believe this is something that Copper then iterated to the rest of the group. Copper's age.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what tipped me.
Yeah! Wait, why are you so old? Oh, shit.
Hmm.
So old and yet so tiny.
Those of you who remember him mentioning his age, things are starting to click.
Several reasons why Simri didn't roll, but yes.
As Q sits down, he had a hand in it for sure. But if I were to allow me to start at the beginning.
Back in my day.
Well, I need to change the music for this real fast. He's not that old, guys. Come on.
He acts like it.
He's old for a kobold!
Well, not anymore.
Nope.
I need something
He ain't a
less crazy
kobold.
than that. I need something less crazy than that. Hold on. Let's go with this one. No. I need
to be at, like, a
serious,
3?
not dramatic. Let's go with this. This will work.
That'll work.
Bro's security number is 1.
I suppose I can go into it in most of the detail. And the details that I leave out are not due to a choice of omission, but a simple lack of remembrance. I lived in the mountains to the south of here, as I mentioned in the drinking game. There I spent my time with my wife and my daughter. Up until family issues caused the lieutenant to depart, leaving me with my wife for a while. There was, and this is where it gets hazy, some form of attack on my cave. When I was there, in living my life, I had... He almost goes to say it, then he's like, my good friend that we met the other day was bound in a ring. And I was much... We all make mistakes when we are young. Younger, even. Mine was that I enjoyed his conversation too much. I didn't let him leave. Not out of the ring. He was cared for, and we had some appreciation for each other, but nonetheless, I kept him prisoner. On the day of the attack. And at this point, you're also noticing that the kind of wispiness of Copper's voice has kind of disappeared. The day of the attack. It went poorly, to say the least.
Under his breath, a couple of you hear, "Holy fuck, even his voice is fake."
You've activated his autism.
When I figured out that hope was lost, I ran to the ring. And the one inside was, I can only assume, all more than happy to expect a wish from me to perhaps turn back on me, and instead I released him and wished that he fled. This will become relevant later. I don't remember much past that, but I do remember waking up as what I would eventually deign myself to be called, Copper. Weak, shriveled, nothing to my name, and my wife was missing. Took a lot of time to get back to some form of semblance of just knowing who or what I was in my place in the world, and it was not great. I struggled a lot for a long period of time. But eventually, my friend came back to me, saw that I was in trouble, and offered to empower me to get me back on my feet. Except now, I was helping him. It was the nature of our relationship, but I made my way to Blockwall soon after, trying to get back to First Lieutenant. Since I arrived here, though, I couldn't bring myself to reintroduce myself to her. Too much had happened, and more importantly, I was ashamed. So, I set up shop and tried to help in an indirect way that I could. That is the story of my tale in very broad strokes. There's more details, but for the most part, that is it. Well, why are you stealthing?
Why is it still not working?
It's a very good question, actually.
What the fuck? They were trying
I shall ignore it.
Bun,
Yeah, I'm trying to-
Bun,
That is so weird.
Bun has come across an issue with her sheet, and she's trying to fix it, and it's being weird.
It's no.
Bun,
Keep going,
Bun
buddy.
is active. I'll come clean a little bit. Bun's trying to make a roll to me, the GM, but for some reason, even when it's flagged on her sheet, it will still roll for everyone.
Yeah.
That's weird.
And this is the only game it happens in too. Every other game it works fine.
Wait, you're having trouble with your rolls for private?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you have
even
this-
I'm looking at her sheet. Even when it's flagged as 2 GM, it's still rolling for everyone to
Oh,
see.
no, you want to flag it on GM on the dice roller.
That's probably a good alternative.
Let's
That's
see.
stupid. Why fucking give it the option on the? No, that's still.
No.
I
See,
got
it worked for
nothing
CG.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Maybe there's a flag that's setting you to always roll public.
Maybe. I'll keep checking. Keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
Oh, never whisper rolls. There we go.
Ah, that would do it. That's stupid.
Okay.
Shit, cheat. We got it now.
Punk, I'm sorry, I'm gonna write you out a little bit. Punk just did a GM roll of stealth to me and got a nat 1.
Yeah. Oh, I trying to see mine work. Shut up.
Okay, it's actually working now.
Yes, it is working now.
When we encountered Rook Ashford, he seemed to be aware, at least, of my true nature, or at least former true nature. So I would very much like to continue to pursue him in some way, shape, or form. But that is, broad strokes, my story. Some parts left out for family reasons, but nothing that is relevant.
So you've been like this for how long?
8 years.
Above game. Isn't that the same amount of time as the dawn of the New Age?
Approximately, yes. Just about.
So what you're saying is that ever since this New Age came about, you have been in this form.
Yes.
Do you think have you looked into any kind of connection for that?
That connection specifically, no. I am limited in what I can investigate. And truth be told, the interaction with Rook was our first big clue.
It just feels like a coincidence, but it also doesn't. At the same time, it's weird.
I mean, if we're talking about coincidences, there's more than a few here. I mean, there's... Well, actually, no, he wasn't there for that conversation. Never mind. I can't say that.
I mean, he is aware of the connection between Ogdu and Semri and me.
Yeah, but, well, I guess that's fair. I was going to mention Q bringing up that Rook mentioned Elrock, but he wasn't there for
Oh yeah,
that.
he wouldn't know.
Yeah,
We would
that's
not
fair.
bring that up around him. Mostly
we
because
got a
we know he
couple
does not want to know.
We got a couple coincidences already at this table, like with your patron and Simri. Where the fuck did she go?
Looks up.
She's not on the ceiling, I promise.
No, like I meant to say like he looks up from like his food.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Hey, spoiler warning: the Bun was trying to GM roll a stealth roll.
Probably for the first time in a while, as Copper looks around and sees that Semri is gone. He looks genuinely crestfallen.
Aww.
I'll find her. And Q is going to get up. And as he begins to walk away, he's going to actually stop, his hands still kind of on the table. Hey, thanks for doing that.
Copper looks at him and he goes, "You deserved it."
No, I didn't. Anyone who wants to roll me insight, go ahead.
Yeah, fuck it.
19.
17.
16.
17.
Nice.
Wow! Holy schmoly!
He's on dad mode tonight. 'cause we
Solomon
don't have to
sees
talk.
all over his tiramisu.
He's not saying it, but you're getting the impression that this is meant to act as some sort of an apology from Q.
Before Q leaves, Pact would try to like kind of like nudge him a bit. For what it's worth. He'll say as he kind of like he'll try to like bring up his fist for a fist bump. I do trust you. It's just hard, is all.
Hawk's not smirking at Pact over his shoulder, but he's like a slight smile.
There's a smugness to the air around Bulk.
It's in his eyes, not his smile. How's that?
There is, on top of y'all's insight check, y'all kind of looking at his posture now and his demeanor. Y'all, with your insight checks, are now getting the impression that he may be more drunk than he originally let on.
Lightweight, we knew it.
It's a
Lightweight? Bro was being waterboarded with vodka. Are you kidding me?
You said rum. I have it in my notes.
Oh, it was rum. Still, what the fuck?
I was gonna say rum is not all that bad. What? All that much less. I mean,
True.
But he'll...
True. More got in his mouth than he thought. No, wait.
hey yo.
And he let on.
He'll look to you, Pax, and there'll be a bit of a faint smirk that comes across, and he'll return the fist bump. I trust y'all too. And trust is hard to come by when you have backgrounds like mine. So I got up.
Same as mine. He says as he kind of will just go back to his food.
Q is going to take his leave for now. Simri,
Yes.
where have you gone?
She hasn't gotten too far. Honestly, she's probably found a corner still within sight of the table.
Maybe gone over to, like, the bar. A little, like,
Yeah.
dark spot in the bar.
I know. Are there any, like, open boxes I can sit?
Yes, but they're crates and they're all behind the counter, so they won't let you back there.
No, please! But yeah, no, probably at the closest wall to, attached to the bar.
What's going through your head right now?
I mean, between everything that happened today, still truly not recovering from the funeral, learning this information about the future attempt of assassination of the, then going through this whole trek in Vyra's Hollow with little to no information about who interacting with or gonna run into, and everything that just happened when talking to Vyra and seeing the state that Q was in that situation, and then getting yelled at to really top it all off.
Mm.
Other than exhaustion, Simri's just hurt more than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was starting to get comfortable and opening up a little bit more, especially learning so much about herself.
As you're standing there, as the music kind of begins to wind down and the performer steps off and another one begins to take her place, you're kind of lost in thought to the degree to where you don't quite notice Q walk up next to you at first, but he kind of takes the spot next to you on the wall. He goes, "Come here often?"
He'll watch her shoulders like slump as she sighs. She won't respond necessarily, but her reaction says a lot.
Yeah, I feel that too. Look, I'm sorry. Yeah, drunk too, but mostly sorry. Just
Let's just say we're in the same place, opening up to people, starting to trust them, and then do something that makes you think, hey, maybe I can.
you're gonna have to repeat, Bun. I'm real sorry.
No! I hate my mic.
I know.
Maybe I can.
Hold on. I also have to double check my settings, because yesterday, Windows didn't save any of my settings.
I'd say
They saved it this time.
Do you have noise cancellation on?
Uh-huh.
I'd say
that
just
off for a
for
second.
yeah, I was about to say go ahead and just turn that off for a bit.
Also, might be a sensitivity issue.
Could be.
I mean, my sensitivity is always way up, so
It's way up.
Should be down.
or down. Whichever one helps with helps it more is essentially.
Just because I know that
This-
Discord has a weird way of measuring the input sensitivity. I'll take a look at it after.
Later, yeah. But essentially it's like, no, I get it. You were starting to open up to people you thought you could trust, and they did something that made you think maybe you can. On top of alcohol and stress from today and what Vyra did to you. And being right.
As you're kind of going, he actually, at a certain point, he almost like cuts you off. Not like cutting you off, but like tagging like directly on to the end of your statement, your thoughts. I didn't think I would still be here. I thought I was either going to wind up in the bay or I was going to leave town. I was ready to. I was so fucking ready to. I've never been anywhere but here, and I don't fucking know. Something about you and your friends, all that. I don't know. It maybe you think staying wasn't so bad. Don't get me wrong, I still want to fucking leave first chance I get, but I've made a bit of a reputation for myself from turning my back and running the other way. I think I'm tired of running, honestly. I think I'm tired of... I've been so worried about being hurt that running always seems like the first option. Happened here. It happened with the Archangels. And it nearly happened with you guys, too.
Where else would you go anyways?
Well, if the past few weeks have been anything to get at, not fucking Reichenberg.
Not Reichenberg.
I feel like this place in Reichenberg, there's just one spark away from blowing the powder keg. Now I'm even in this sort of drunken stupor I found myself in. I'm realizing that we may just have some semblance of a way to keep that from happening. And you know, I've done a lot of bad shit. And that doesn't sound so bad.
Doing something good for once. Sticking a neck out for people.
We don't use the G word over here. This is Blackwall. But yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I guess you could say that I maybe don't hate you guys. Some of you I
What?
may even enjoy your company. I mean,
Don't have Copper hear you say that.
Yeah. Copper is who I was referring to. You see the visual like hand behind the head, like yeah.
I want him to make an insight.
Sure. Just gonna make this with
The
disadvantage
DC's
real
pretty
fast. I was about to say, hey, did you know he's a fucking dragon? That's crazy.
Dude, that's fucking crazy. Oh my god.
That is a hold on.
Math.
That is a 8.
Yeah, it was a pretty low DC, but even then, he still only passed by 3. Ooh, that alcohol is working.
He rolled real low. He is proficient with insight, though.
Simri's joking. She knows he wasn't talking about Copper.
Oh,
she's highly aware of the situation there.
Yeah, you're joking, right? Hey, did you know that guy's a fucking dragon?
Good God.
Ain't that some crazy shit?
I mean, given what this group was like, at this point, I can't be surprised anymore. And dragon makes sense.
Oh,
I
this group's
put
all
the-
kinds of fucked up.
Yeah. Look, I'm going to be... No!
Keep it together, Tard!
Sorry, I just love singing all caps. Shit! Bulk almost killed a dragon!
Kill the dragon!
His ass!
At such a low level, dude, you could have bragged about it for so long!
Almost killed. Not to brag, man. I almost killed a dragon at level 4.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was really funny.
It was very fun.
Simri's gonna lean her head on her hands. This is the most vulnerability you're gonna get out of me for a little bit. So take in this moment and what I'm about to say. I do like you. However, you have a lot of work to do.
Oh, it wasn't a but. It's a however. I wasn't expecting the however.
I wasn't expecting the however. Guys, what do you do with the however? We've got...
So, it's not me, it's you kind of thing. Right. Got it. So what does that... What does that mean?
As you said, this group has a lot. This group is a little bit fucked up. We've got some shit to work through. On top of work. Very, very important work. And I'm not going to say that it would be a distraction. I, however, think that I don't have the mental capacity to deal with that and everything else going on.
Yeah, that's... I should be more upset over that, but honestly, that is really fucking valid.
Also, discovering my mother was a succubus really did something to my brain, and I'm not sure if I'm actually attracted to people or, like...
Yeah, that was really super kind of fucked up, actually.
It's been a long 3 days. Let's just say that.
3 days. It's been a long fucking month. I started this month thinking I was going somewhere as some fucking schmuck in amongst the archangels. I was just crawling on by, and now we're talking about. And you see, he kind of looks around. Now we're talking about breaking into the fucking university to kidnap Azrael's son's bride. Are you fucking serious?
It is.
We're now meeting with the Lord Duke and fighting serial killers, and I say we, that was mostly you guys, but fucking shit's crazy. I got a fucking hand. I got a new fucking hand. It's made of cogs and shit. As he pulls off the glove. It's fucking wild. It's fucked.
And honestly, I don't know if it'll get better or worse. So.
Oh, I expect it'll get worse before it gets better. But you see, he chuckles a little bit. Why don't I? No, it's stupid.
I mean, that's kind of the night we're having, so just do it.
I guess I am drunk off my ass, ain't I? Why don't I show...
Do it before things blow up.
Why don't I show you one more secret about me?
Above game. Hey, yo! I needed to let it out.
Don't get too excited. You're the one who just told me you needed your space. But I don't do this for anyone, really. And he is...
Wow, I feel so special.
Oh, you will. I'm going to change my music a little bit.
It sounded like sarcasm, but it was not. That's just how Simri talks.
I know.
It's so true, Joe.
Is that the one I want? No, that's not the one I want. We'll go with this one. You are going to see as Q, he begins to walk towards the main stage of this of this layer of the crow's flight, this very busy, buzzy sort of area that you guys have infiltrate is not the term, but have begun to wind down in. And you see as he begins to walk, he starts pilfering a little bit. You see as he snags a coat that has been hung up on the side, a very nice coat. It's like a black leather coat with a red sash and a red fur collar. And he throws it on, throws it around. And he is going to make his way up onto the stage as the next performer has started to come off. And the other musicians up there look a little confused. Very confused.
Who the fuck is this guy?
And you see as he leans over to one of them and he whispers something. And then you see as he very visibly slips him what appears to be a couple gold pieces. And the band up front begins to play a very jazzy, almost romantic slow ballad. And you see as Q takes his position, and as you might have expected given what is currently happening, he begins to sing. And the voice that comes from him is actually very surprising. It's very Johnny Cash, his singing voice. As he, in what you can identify as not true Infernal, but this sort of romanticized version of Infernal that is used
Infernal, but
specifically
Italian.
for song, kinda, yeah. That is used primarily for songs. He begins to sing this very soft, somber, and to a degree, very romantic ballad. And you see as he does this, images and effects begin to come off of him as you are realizing that he is in fact casting magic, something that he has not done prior to this point. And it is now that I can reveal to your group that Q is in fact not a rogue, is in fact a bard.
Ooh.
Fucking bards everywhere. Hiding in plain sight.
Also, that's kind of a lie. He's bard, rogue, multi-class, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, so still, yeah, that's not important.
His primary class was bard.
Bard first, rogue second.
But you see as the lights in this place, in response to whatever magic he's casting, they begin to dim. And you know how you have like those lamps that when you shine them up on the ceiling, it does like the space or ocean displays?
Projector screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
you get an effect that's very much like that, but almost in like 3D as he is casting Major Image.
Really now?
Mm-hmm.
It's
A spell that you are personally a fan of, Copper.
Yes. Copper goes, I know that spell!
That should be noted. Be noted. Q is not enough levels of Bard to have the spell naturally, as he's again multi-class and you guys are level 5. I'll tell you that straight up. That's something you get to determine how he has access to that. Smile. But he puts on this performance that is very surprising to all of you. It's very much like if you've watched the Justice League and you see Batman perform the song Am I Blue?
Oh yeah,
Am
good
I
pull.
blue? It's a scene very reminiscent of that.
Everyone
Yeah.
gets jump scared.
And after a few minutes, he finishes up and there's a bit of light, polite applause. More focus was put on the performance given the magical nature of it. And this is something that comes as a surprise to you, all of you, as none of you were expecting you to do this sort of thing.
Yeah, none of you know the lead up to why he did this.
No. This is very random to the rest of you. But Q does, to the best of his ability, after he finishes, a very elegant bow, a very showmanship bow, and he will depart from the stage, and he will make his way back to you, Simri. And he looks as satisfied with himself as much as he's hating his life at the moment.
There's so many emotions going through Q right now, poor man. the lightest of golf claps from Simri as he makes his way over. And she asks him what he would probably first assume is a drink, and then he realizes it's fucking water.
If you were to give him water, he would probably identify it as water, but he would probably still take it anyway.
Yeah.
Just out of nowhere, when Q finishes up, there's just gonna be a stray silver just flung in his direction.
Oh, I'm gonna see if he can catch it.
Please don't.
Please do.
That's a
Let
3
the man be cool for
on the
once.
die as
Oh,
he gets back to you.
Dings!
Simri. Yeah, he gets back to you, Simri. He goes, and that fuck and that is one of the many surprises as he's bending down to pick up the silver. One of the many surprises you get when you hang out with me, the one and only Quail. And he's very. He's putting on a face, but he's very much like, I fucking hate it here. It's very reminiscent of Asterion. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Kill you.
Yeah.
Gonna kill every single one of you.
Yes, fun. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Kill you.
So, yeah, I think that's the last little surprise I think any of us can take tonight.
And
So,
night, yeah. Thoroughly appreciated. Very nice voice.
you're just saying that. Cause I'm
Am
drunk.
I?
I hope so. Only cause I like hearing you talk.
Alright, let's get you back. Let's get all of us back. Good God. I don't know. I can't be down here any longer. Nothing to do with you. My
No,
everything.
I'd love a bath and a bed right now, honestly.
Yeah.
Also, I need to wash the coat's nice though. I think I'm gonna keep it.
Sorry for being such a asshole to you when we first met. And Simri's gonna walk over to the table
Hey,
with the rest of the group.
hey, this is Blackwall. It's practically a requirement. No, I'm
Yeah,
done.
but you lost your hand. I don't feel like that was exactly the
Yeah,
fairest.
not my first taste not my first choice in a first impression, but we make do.
I do. And speaking of, Simri's going to walk by and could pick up the rest of whatever is left of the fries.
She just all
From
at
the
one time.
Just, we need as much comfort food as possible.
Yeah,
You guys
who's ready to get the fuck out of here?
see as Q and Simri return to the table. Simri has asked if you guys are ready to go.
Hawk is trying to hide his smirk.
Pact will nod.
By the way, I know Simri does, but who speaks Infernal here at this table? Oops. Just
Nope.
open
I
up
think
my
I'm the
snipping
only
tool.
one.
Nope.
And Simri, you would be the only one who would pick up the meaning behind the lyrics. The song that Q sung just now it's almost more of a story than it is a song. It's about love and loss. It's about losing your way. And more so, it's about finding reasons to keep going.
Kind of this group's whole reason for most of us still being alive.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's almost like I did that intentionally.
What?
But you guys, having done enough for the moment, you make your way out to the crow's flight. You make your way back to your respective homes, I would imagine. I know there are probably a couple more conversations that folks wish to be had. Would it be okay if most of those are held until the next in-game day?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ew.
There is one thing that I want to do, though, before you guys take your long rest. Bulk.
Yubi. Oh.
Bulk, you got an order to go.
HOTTOGO.
He has a delivery to make.
You do have a delivery to make. Bulk, you depart from the rest of the group and make your way to the outer district of Blackwall. You pass through the gates, and it's getting to be a bit later in the evening, so traffic has slowed down. The gates, the primary gates have shut for the day, but they still have like the little door on the gate for folks who still wish to come and go. And you make your way to Dr. Chaplin's clinic. It is a quiet night. It's still a little cloudy, but the clouds have parted a little bit, so you're actually able to see some of the stars up above. But things seem to be pretty quiet when you make it to Dr. Chaplin's clinic. As you open the door, he is currently... It looks like he's actually working on some sort of alchemical solution. He has a lot of like vials and mysterious liquids kind of sprawled out. And he looks to you as you come in and goes, "Ah, Bulk! Come on in, come on in." I'll be just a moment as he kind of leans over as he's carefully taking a dropper, and he drops a single drop of almost like a crimson red liquid, not blood, you think, into a larger beaker, and there's a bit of a cloud of smoke that is released from the inside of it. As he goes, "Ah, perfect. Now to let that sit overnight." As he begins taking off his gloves. "To what do I owe this nighttime visit, Bulk?"
Figured you'd be up late. And he starts pulling out the to-go order and starts unpacking it. I realize now I never asked. Really hope you're not a vegetarian. And he like makes a wincing face as he opens it and shows him the to-go order.
You're very sweet. No, I'm not a vegetarian. I actually can be a bit ravenous for steak, oddly enough. Thank you. This is very kind. Did you bring silverware by chance? Bulk, you sure did not.
Oh no, Bulk!
I'm going to kill myself now.
Was that in character or above game?
I'm gonna go
Yes.
jump in. I'm gonna go jump in the bay now.
I
Have a good night. He starts walking, turning to walk.
Wait, hold on. No, it's okay. As he will put his arm on yours and he'll stop you. No, it's quite all right. I have plenty here. What about you? Have you eaten already?
He starts like slowly to around. Yes, we had business tonight and stopped at a rather ritzy place. And a business contact actually covered our dinner.
Oh, that sounds lovely. Well, I'm sure it's not quite up to the standard of this, pointing at the meal you just brought him. But I did earlier today, I did actually make some fresh sweetbread if you would like to partake. I'm a little bit of a baker in my spare time.
That sounds nice. I was looking for a gift to put in chat.
Male wife. I'm stealing that gif. I love that.
Do it! Do it!
Male wave. As he goes over and he goes further into the back of the building, and you do hear the distinct sounds of like platters and silverware drawers, as you presume he likely has a kitchen back there somewhere, which you didn't. Well, in your work, you probably actually knew that already. But he does come back with this not incredible, but well enough done loaf of this sort of fluffy sweetbread. It's almost like Hawaiian bread in a way.
Ah!
A little bit of powdered
I was thinking
sugar on
conchas
top.
for some reason.
Ooh, yummy. I'm no expert, Shirley, but I don't go hungry.
That has been one of my worries with you. He'll, I guess, honestly, he's probably gonna take the floor, but if he offered a seat, he will like very gingerly. He's really scared about breaking shit.
I have chairs if you would like one.
That would be nice. I'm used to trying to be careful, and he just gestures to all of him.
No, it's quite all right. I'm used to. Well, as you know, I'm a bit of a busybody, so I'm used to a little wear and tear. I've repaired more than my fair share of furniture and swept up more than a few pieces of glass in my time.
Me too.
And he will bring out 2 chairs, one for you, one for him. And you guys sit for a while, make some conversation. He is, kind of as he said before, he is a bit ravenous with the steak. The sweetbread it's decent enough. 6 out of 10. Probably not his best work, but it's good enough. A little bit of a sweet treat following your steak dinner.
Aperitif. I wanted to apologize for earlier and all the past.
Whatever for.
I think you know I'm not good with my words. And someone in your line of work is very reliant on good communication. I imagine it's how your patients tell you what's going on and how you figure it out. I am still trying to figure out people.
Bulk, I think you are underselling the amount of patients I get who simply refer to their conditions as my ex hurts, or this feels weird, or I ain't doing right. But I hear you. Words are merely a way of expressing our emotions. Words are a way of us projecting who we are as people, but they're not the only way. Our actions, our habits, our demeanors are also ways of displaying who we are. You, for example, as you said, words may not be your... I dare not say finest quality, as that sounds like I'm being rude. Your
Accurate, though.
your highest aptitude, but I know that the words you do speak carry a kind heart. I see the way you carry yourself. You are a protector. You look out for those around you. I see the way you act with your friends. I see the way you act with me. You are a kind soul. And sure, words are a wonderful way to express it, but I mean, even without it, I'd still say that's a pretty apt summary, wouldn't you?
I hope. And he just smiles into his sweetbread. No, I'm not all sunshine. I do try to leave things better than I found it. I've messed up a lot, too, and I think
I don't
definitely
think,
to try and make up for it.
I don't think there's a single person in Blackwall who hasn't. Everyone here has got their secrets, their reasons for being here, and well, I share that sympathy, or I share that mindset of wanting to leave things better than you found it. I mean, look at me. I'm a doctor, for Pete's sake. I do this. I mean, I do love it, but even if I didn't, I would do this anyway because I know that this is good work. And I know that this is work that not everyone has access to. Not everyone can go to their local church and pay a cleric or a higher prestige doctor to give them cure for a condition that may be beyond them. People can't go out and spend 300 gold for medication that they need to survive. This place, this little dingy clinic I run, it's hope to a lot of people. But I'm go ahead.
So much weight on your shoulders. Yet you shoulder it and uplift a community. It's admirable is an understatement for sure.
I might not be as large as you, but I am stronger than I look. But thank you.
I know. I just worry.
About what?
I worry that giving so much of yourself to keep others' hope alive and their fire going, that yours might run out. So, sorry if it feels like I'm babying or coddling you.
On the contrary, I think that's very sweet. It's been a long time since I found someone who cares more about the man behind the stethoscope, as it were. Cares more about Trevor Chaplin more than Dr. Chaplin. You see, he kind of reaches over and he puts the plate up, having kind of, for the most part, finished it. Just kind of laying it on the counter. I'm sorry, I think I'm at a bit of a loss for words, honestly. I feel like most people, when they come in here, they're seeking advice. They're seeking maladies to their ailments. They don't want a friend, they want a doctor, but you... I don't know, you walk through that door and you bring me steak dinners and you help me with this place and you say things like that and you wonder how I'm doing. It, and he kind of just stops and begins to stare for a bit. Moment longer than he probably expected, and then you find that he catches himself and he kind of begins to blush a little bit. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. I guess that's actually it. With you, I feel more myself. Like I can ramble without being judged. Like I'm more than just a profession.
I think it would be a shame to stifle who you are, I guess. I say someone who has to reel it in all the time. Sorry, I think you might be right. I think I have a heart issue.
Oh, well. We're hopeless, aren't we? Bulk, I'm very flattered. And I would be lying if I said I didn't wish I could reciprocate. You see, he kind of gets a bit nervous, begins to kind of rub his hands together. I can't be what you may wish of me. And I mean that very literally. I physically can't. The worst part is that I'm not sure I can really explain it either.
He's confused, but he'll hold a hand out and just, if he'll like just put it on his shoulder. I don't think you owe me anything. Even an explanation. I just... While I am confused, you don't owe me anything. I don't think I'll stop being amazed by you, but
You say
just know
that.
I really appreciate you.
You say that, and it's like something in him snaps, and he full on. To say he leans down would be kind of a disservice because you're still very tall while you're sitting, but he is standing. He leans forward a bit and he kisses you. Full on.
Everyone calm down! Everyone shut up! My show is on!
It's a wondrous moment. You feel the sparks. You feel that breath catch in your chest. The way it feels. The way a first kiss always feels. And it feels like it goes on forever. And it's wonderful and beautiful. But eventually the moment ends as he pulls back, beet red, as he turns around, head in his hands. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry.
I'm not. He's just, if he turned back around, I don't know how hard a flush would register against his fucking Strive Thorns prayer.
Somehow the Ember Cat wasn't the hottest thing Bulk dealt with today.
Yeah, but he is, like, if he probably felt it too, of just was praying that Chaplain couldn't pick it up, but he probably did pick it up how fucking thundering his heart is going.
You see he turns around and he looks at you, and again, he's beet red. He has fully taken off his glasses. And I want you, Bulk, to make me an insight check.
Dear gods. 23?
He is so happy in this moment. But at the same time, he looks like he's on the verge of an actual breakdown. There are tears beginning to well in his eyes. He looks not like he's about to break, but that he... How do I explain it? Not that just that he is about to break down. I'm just gonna kind of leave it there. I can't think of how I want to express this next bit, but he looks like he's on the edge of a breakdown, and even something beyond that.
Fox gonna hold out his arms for like a hesitantly, but like if he's looking for a hug, it looks like he needs a hug.
Persuasion check with advantage. Good thing I gave you
18?
the advantage.
Yeah, good, very good.
He kind of shirks back for a moment. Has become very compact, very tight, very withdrawn, very quickly. In contrast to very open and embracing that he was a few moments ago. It's almost like he expects you... His reaction is almost like he expects you to hit him. He shirks for a moment. He tightens. And then he realizes it's just a hug, and he slowly takes your embrace. Bulk.
Now it's very telling how fast his heart is going.
Bulk, he in this moment, and you didn't realize it in the moment of the kiss, but you're realizing it now. He is very cold, freezing even. Thank you. Thank you.
Just pat him on the back. You're welcome.
Bulk, the two of you stand there in this embrace for minutes, maybe even hours. Quiet. No sound. Just the two of you. The sound of your heart beating in your chest. His breath on your chest. You wish it could never end. But like all good things, eventually it does. And eventually, after things begin to simmer down, after Chaplain seems to become more composed and collected, you eventually take your leave. The thought of that first kiss just cycling again and again in your mind, as well as the words he said. That expression of euphoria and fear on his face. You all return back to your respective abodes. You all bunk down for a long rest. And that, my friends, is where we're going to end for tonight.
Whew.
Spicy!
Less spicy and more honey sweet.
Hot honey.
Holy
Yeah,
dude.
hot honey. That's what this is.
I was gonna say that was more romantic than it was spicy, but you know.
Oh, Punk and I took that straight out of a telenovela.
Also, Joe, sorry, not sorry. I don't care about your 10-hour workday tomorrow. I need answers.
Bun, I cannot say the amount of the litany of sentences I was about to string together, okay?
The level of excitement, the level of confusion to the level of excitement to the level of confusion again in the Discord was so
Fucking
funny
whiplash.
to watch in real time.
They're all like, wait, huh?
It was so like, huh? Yeah! Huh?
What? Huh? Oh my god! Wait, what?
What?
Huh?
To be fair, I think CG and I were two of the consistent confused individuals.
I just wasn't putting it
Factual.
in chat, but
How the story unfolds, how secrets come to light, and how more questions begin to arise as we depart from Blackwall for this week. Thank you all for joining us.
y'all
Good to be back.
motherfuckers better not be busy next week. I swear to God.
You better not! You better not!
Listen, I had to convince my wife to not stay into the evening at my mother's house for Mother's Day.
Oh my god.
Oh
Like,
god,
I
that's next
understand,
week,
but
isn't
I
it?
need this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good to know.
Know what I'm doing with my plasma money?
Well, my friends, thank you all for joining us. We will be back next week for another episode of Sins of the Blood, but let's go ahead and sit on around the table. Jay Frost unfortunately had to leave before that slobber knocker of a final scene with Dr. Chaplin. And we will make sure that he doesn't forget it.
Yeah.
Just clip it, send it to him, and go mandatory reading.
Homework.
Give him a timestamp. Mandatory reading.
Yes. Yes. But we'll go ahead and send it on around the table. Let's start with Bun said not me first, so let's start
That was
with
not me.
That was Punkles.
Did I say Bun? I meant Punk. Bun was the person I was gonna pick first, which is probably why I said your name.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Sorry, I'm yawning. Yes, hello, I am the bun, the flustered bun known across the interwebs. I played Simri tonight, who... She's getting there.
Who what? You cut out.
She's getting there.
Oh,
Who
okay.
played Simri, who's getting there, yeah.
I see. You stopped speaking. You
Yeah,
didn't
I
cut
stopped
out.
speaking.
I understand.
Because I yawned.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can find me on Blue Sky, Ko-Fi, where my commissions are. Dice commissions, art commissions for D&D stuff, because I do like D&D. Excuse me. Also, this Wednesday for the continuation of Death to Zariel.
Let's go.
CG, go.
Hi, I'm a dragon. You can find me nowhere because I don't much care for social media.
I'm confused.
But yeah, tune in for Zariel this week. Looking forward to it. Joe, go.
I had a stupid bit that I'm actually having second guesses on, so I'm just going to look to River and say, hey, bud, catch this hot potato.
That's me. You can find me over at Wicked River 97 everywhere. I'm not streaming again because I'm just too busy right now. I got a lot of shit going on. I've just bimsy. And then now I have financial things to worry about. Thanks, cars.
Yippee.
Cars are the biggest scam that are necessary.
I
in
swear to
general.
gods, every time this week I have heard someone say, I fucking hate my car. I'm a toss it on over, CG.
Did CG already?
I went
So I
to
think
you.
it's just
Oh,
tart.
It's
or
just Punk,
Punk.
I think.
Punk didn't go.
Punk.
Yeah. Punk.
Sorry, I was finishing my notes and finishing dying because my own heart was beating a mile a second in my chest. Could rival a tomato. Oh my god.
Punk and I making our own fan fiction.
Yep.
That's what you're supposed to do in D&D. Is that not
You're damn
D&D?
right. Fluff is the ultimate, heart killer. I'm gonna die of both diabetes and also just a fucking heart attack. My name is Punker Dog. I play the fucking giant, but a bit of a sweetheart Bach. I came back to streaming semi-recently. I'm doing Tuesday Woosdays, playing Date Everything. Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm most active on Blue Sky and Instagram. I'm sorry, I'm dying. All at Punkyard Dog. That's me. Tart.
Guys, gals, and non-binary pals, hello, and welcome back. It's been a couple weeks, and boy, oh boy, is it good to be back, and I came back fucking swinging, I did. Oh, I love this game. I love D&D. I love these guys. I love you! Thank you all for joining us again. You can find me at twitch.tv/FightingTart, where I am a dog tuber who has an emphasis in horror games and Souls-likes. We just finished up the RE9 Berserker mod on that channel, which is very, very, very fun. We also are currently in the midst of the You Have Uno tournament, which is why we didn't have games the past 2 Sundays. Won't happen again. We are getting into the semifinal round of that tournament right now, so more information on that later. But I actually have a thing I can announce. This month, I am taking part in a He Who special event with my stream team, the Firekeepers, where we're doing Light Another Bonfire, Stronger Together 2026. We are doing a charity campaign. We're raising money for TWOLHA, or To Write Love on Her Arms, I believe is what it is. But it's all about, it's a nonprofit for people struggling with addiction, depression, self-injury, thoughts of suicide, mental health in general. And we're doing a charity campaign for this month where we're doing a bit of a mentorship program where a whole bunch of members of the Firekeepers are going to be learning all sorts of new things about the games that we love so much. And I have been paired up with the lovely, I need to make sure that I get the Twitch link ready. I've got paired up with Prof, who, hold on. Not Raid, idiot. Who is going to be showing me how to speedrun Bloodborne. I'm going to be doing my first Bloodborne, my first Bloodborne speedrun, and just my first speedrun in general. So it's very exciting. It's very, very exciting. So we are going to be doing weekly sessions throughout the month. We're going to be raising money for a good cause, and we're going to be playing Bloodborne. It's going to be a good time. We're going to be doing that this upcoming Friday, so tune in for that. Tune in for some coaching, some Bloodborne speedrunning goodness. But that's the big thing I have to announce right now. I'm very excited about it. But with that, my friends, we got to get on out of here. We are going to raid Wiley.
I guess.
Oh, the wiliest one.
Wiley.
Handsome man!
Handsome.
I think our raid message is just going to be gay.
Yay! Yeah.
Hey!
Yay!
So, go show Wiley some love. Let him know who sent you. The next time we'll be live here on this channel will actually be Wednesday. We're going to be doing our makeup session for Death to Zariel because we weren't able to do it last week due to a number of things. Some stuff happened with a couple of our players, and I'm not going to lie to y'all. I was fucking super exhausted. So we held off, and now we are going to be doing that session this upcoming Wednesday. So Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tune in, and then we'll have our regular session next Tuesday. But tune in for that. It's gonna be a good time. We'll see you all then. And remember, as always, Black Lives Matter, trans rights are human rights. You're loved, you're valid, and if no one's told you today, you fucking matter. We love you all. See you all next time. Bye! Oh,
Laters.
God, my voice.
Bye.
Your voice cracked real bad.